what's up guys, this is over here, welcome back to another video. So I've decided this video that we'll be talking about permissions again because uh, I usually for me, I want to complete like the main stuff, permissions, commands, staff, stuff like that. So today I'm going to be giving you an idea about how you should set up your ranks. I'm going to be starting off with staff ranks and then I'm going to be moving into donator ranks. Okay, so when you think of staff ranks, my handwriting, dude. Okay, this is live by the way, so I'm writing as I'm talking. Okay, so my handwriting is bad and I know and I'm sorry. Okay, so you can have staff ranks set up to multiple stuff. So you can have, for example, a moderator. Oh my god, so bad. Okay, you can have admin, and finally you can have like a head admin maybe. Okay, admin head. Oh shit, admin. Okay, so you can do this, but I don't prefer this, like staff ranks. I'll tell you why. So if a player applies and he gets a moderator, for example, and as a moderator you have a lot of commands, but you don't really trust him, right? Like you don't know. He might be an abuser, you know? It's really possible. And a jump from a moderator to admin is extremely big, and from admin to head admin is extremely big as well. So I don't usually go for this format, so I'll show you a good one that you can go with. Okay, so let's go back to my brush. So I usually start it off with a rank known as helper. Okay, so a helper has some basic commands, helping around in the server, helping players. And then from helper, you can make a jump to moderator. Yeah, but I'm not going to be making this jump because I don't really trust this player yet. So I usually go with trial moderator. Okay, so trial moderator, you're about to become a moderator, and this is the period where you prove like how good are you actually, like how you're going to help me out and stuff like that. And when he has proved himself, he can become a mod. And once he's a mod, you can have like this relation between him and you can trust him because maybe it may take him from a helper to a mod about 1 month, for example. And once the moderator period is over and he's ready to become promoted, you have super mod maybe. Okay, and you may have more than one name. Maybe you can name it head mod. I'm sure you've seen head mod before. And dude, my handwriting is so bad, I'm sorry. And you can name it more than one thing, like senior moderator, for example. But I usually go with super mod because it sounds better to me, and it's up to you. And yeah, and from super mod, you can trust him and you can give him admin, but of course you have to test him as well in super mode, because once a player becomes an admin, he's ascended into a new thing, overpowered and stuff like that. He has OP, he guides moderators and stuff like that. And once it's admin, you can have a head admin, but head admin, mm, I usually go with one head admin and then the owner, which is you. And you can add a co-owner if you have a friend or something like that. Okay, so basically, for me, these ranks are usually OP'd, admin and head admin, but head admin has more permissions in Discord and he has higher priority. They both have the same commands in game, yeah, they do, but head admin has higher, higher priorities. His, you can say more important, but it's a game after all. But yeah, and supermod is not OP'd yet, but he has a lot of commands. Yes, he do, and he he guides moderators, trial moderators, stuff like that. As a helper, you should have simple commands. I'll get into the commands in a second. But yeah, that's basically it. So let's move to Google Chrome. Let's go. Okay, so I said I'm going to be moving to Google, but I forgot about donator ranks and I ignored them. Okay, so you have donator ranks. These ranks are completely up to you. They can have different names, different stuff, different permissions, different kits, and I'm going to be covering it quickly. So you can have like 1,000 rank. I'm not even kidding. You can no, I'm kidding. But you can have a lot of ranks. You can have like 10, 15 donator ranks. It's all up to you. So here is a format I used to use in my server. It was VIP, VIP plus, MVP, and MVP plus. Okay, real simple. This one was like 5, 10, 15, 20, or this one was 30. I don't remember honestly. But pricing is up to you. Everything is up to you. Permissions, everything. But by the way, just to be honest, you don't have to use these. I made them. I'm lazy. I didn't think of a name. You can have much different and more creative names. You can have like a pilot, astronaut. You can name it whatever you want. Here's a list that I got, like pilot ranks or police ranks. I don't remember. So it's like private, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, major, colonel. These are some names. You can use them all. And yeah, that's basically it. And honestly, I'm going to be covering staff permissions only because the donator ranks, you can be creative, you can have different needs than what I do, because usually I make a normal server which is not overpowered and not, what's it called, hardcore. So yeah, if you want a hardcore server, you're going to be adding different permissions. I love normal between hardcore and overpowered. So yeah, I'm leaving this up to you guys, and hopefully you'll be able to set it up. I have confidence. So now let's move to Google. Okay, guys. So now we're in Google. So before I talk about permissions, I'll talk about them in a second. You guys should download Staff Plus plugin. I've used it. It has some unique features. Take care, by the way. Read this before you open it. It's 1.7 to 1.11. This is till 1.16.4. So this is updated. You can click on overview. You can read what it does. I'll explain it quickly because I'm recording, and I'll leave its permissions down below. Okay, so it has like a staff chat. It has a compass where you can launch into a player. It has random teleport. It has vanish. It has a lot of cool features. You can check it out. Play with it in game. Just type slash staff. Okay. So I added its permission to helper, and I'll show you, like, this is some permissions I used. I'll leave all of the permissions down in the description if you guys are new and you need help, but I suggest setting up your own permissions. So I'm going to be talking about some stuff right now. So remember last video I talked about a group weight. So what's a group weight? I said this is 31. Okay, so a trial mod has a higher weight, so he has a higher priority, and that's an error by me because trial mod has the same weight as mod. And actually, I've just realized that I ran into a big error. Now I have to change the weight of every group because I made a mistake in trial mode and moderator, as you can see. Okay, so let's talk about helper. So what kind of commands you should be using? Remember when I said the default player has the ability to send help up? He has the ability to receive it. He has the ability to kick. He has the ability to mute. You may encounter a spammer, and he has the ability to teleport. So if a player reports to you in help up, for example, that there is a player hacking and he can see him, you can teleport to him. Okay, so these are some permissions in SAF. This plugin, it's like freeze, ability to freeze, ability to teleport to a member, a staff chat, warn, stuff like that. Okay, so I want you guys to notice something right now if you didn't notice it. So basically, I told you that you don't really trust a helper. So he has the ability to kick, he has the ability to mute. So if this helper is really going to abuse and ruin your server, he's not going to get that much. You know, he can kick, mute player, that doesn't matter. But if he has a ban, he can ban every player, and that's going to be a pain, you know. So when I moved to trial mode, I started to adding ban to him, and he can ban an offline player. And for some reason, I have kill. Don't you shouldn't have this. Delete it. Okay. He has the ability to temp ban the trial moderator and to teleport someone to him, which the helper doesn't have, and make sure that you make like helper, for example, inherit the default group permissions. So if you're a helper, you have all of the default permissions, and if you're a trial moderator, you have all of the helper permissions. You know, that's how it goes. Moderator has trial mode permissions. Yeah. Okay, so and basically, I hope you got the idea. As you increase in ranks, you start getting more permissions. So right now I have in staff plus more permissions for a moderator. You know, he's a moderator. He has the ability to clear chat, for example, to examine a player, follow him, and yeah, it it gets more and more, you know, more permissions and stuff like that. He can fly a moderator, but if you add the ability to fly, for example, to a moderator, you want to tell him you should not abuse it. And if you are seen abusing it, you will be giving a warning, for example. And I have it right here. H mode is like head mode or super mode. Feel free. He has more permissions, and the list goes on. Admin, he has almost every permission in the server, but he doesn't have OP. So I don't want him to have OP. A head admin can have OP, but admin no, just take all of the permissions but not OP. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'll leave all of the permissions down in the description if you need any help with it. And if you need any help, tell me in the comments. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.